Warning: the car in your driveway might be a ticking time bomb. These 15 vehicles are still being sold despite failing every major safety test. You won't believe what's at number 1. Starting off our list at number 15 is the 2023 Ford Expedition, one of America's most popular full-size SUVs, trusted by millions of families. But recent crash tests reveal a nightmare Ford would rather you didn't know. In a 40-mile-per-hour small overlap crash test, the Expedition's structure completely failed, both A-pillars detached with over 50 centimeters of intrusion on each side. It's shocking. Even more terrifying, the driver dummy slipped off the airbag, leaving its head exposed to hard intruding metal, a potential death blow. The dummy also showed a high risk of right leg injury and moderate risk to the left. Real-world survival space? Virtually gone. Ford still markets it as a safe family SUV. But let's be real, your family deserves more than just a false sense of safety. At number 14 on our list is the 2023 Chevrolet Equinox, the worst crash test performer in its class. Chevrolet still markets it as a family-friendly SUV, selling it to unsuspecting families every day. In the updated moderate overlap front crash test by IIHS, it earned a devastating poor rating. The real nightmare is in the rear seat. The rear dummy recorded catastrophic injury values. Head injury at 1,393, nearly double the 700 safety threshold, neck tension at 4.3 kilonewtons, almost twice the 2.4 limit, and chest forces well beyond safe levels. Although dummy movement was controlled, all crash energy was funneled into the passenger's body, risking severe injury. If you're planning on using the back seat, it's recommended you pass on this Chevy. Almost any other compact SUV would be a better choice, like the Nissan Rogue, Subaru Forester, Toyota RAV4, or Mazda CX-9, all safer options. Hopefully, GM will improve rear seat safety soon. Next, at number 13 on our list is the 2019 Toyota RAV4, one of America's best-selling SUVs, trusted by millions of families. But a Swedish moose test revealed a terrifying flaw that Toyota quietly tried to fix. At just 42 miles per hour, the RAV4's electronic stability control failed to react in time. The result? The SUV tipped up onto two wheels. Technikons Vord called it dangerous. And this wasn't driver error. Pro test drivers, who knew exactly what was coming, still couldn't keep it under control. The rear end slid out aggressively, and wheels lifted off the ground. That's serious rollover territory. Toyota responded fast, tweaking the software to brake harder and faster. The updated version passed at 45 miles per hour. But here's the problem. Millions of 2019 RAV4s without the fix are still on the road today, putting families at risk without even knowing it. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. At number 12 on our list is the 2018 BMW X1, a luxury SUV with all the prestige of German engineering. But when it comes to pedestrian safety, it's a complete failure. In IIHS tests of BMW's daytime pedestrian detection, the results were horrifying. In 3 key scenarios, the system failed entirely. The X1 slammed into crash test dummies with little or no braking. Here's the worst part. The system's max operating speed is just 37.5 miles per hour. Yet in a test at 37 miles per hour, the X1 didn't brake at all during a high-speed adult crossing simulation. Zero slowdown. In other scenarios, speed barely dropped before impact. BMW called the results disappointing and made improvements in 2019. But 2018 models are still being sold today, marketed as safe luxury vehicles while putting pedestrian lives at serious risk. At number 11 on our list is the 2018 Ford Escape, America's second best-selling SUV behind the F-150. But crash tests reveal it's also one of the most dangerous vehicles on the road. In IIHS testing, it earned the worst rating possible, poor for passenger-side crash protection. At just 40 miles per hour, the structure collapsed. The door frame crushed inward by 10 inches at the upper hinge pillar. Devastating. Even worse, the side curtain airbag didn't deploy at all. That means zero head protection. Passengers would slam into the door or even trees outside. The door pushed 4 inches into the cabin, causing hip and thigh injuries that could be fatal. Ford sold over 308,000 of these in 1 year alone. Their response? We meet federal safety standards. Bare minimum safety in a family SUV? That's not protection. It's negligence. At number 10 on our list is the 2019 Toyota Tundra, America's so-called most reliable full-size pickup. But crash tests reveal a deadly secret Toyota hopes you never hear. In the 40-mile-per-hour small overlap frontal crash, the Tundra didn't just fail, it became a death trap. The dummy showed catastrophic intrusion and almost no survival space. With leg and foot injury risks so high, amputation is likely. Both driver and passenger sides earned the dreaded poor rating. On the passenger side, the dummy's head hit the intruding A-pillar grab handle. instant brain trauma. Consumer Reports dropped their recommendation immediately, yet Toyota still sells this truck to families and contractors unaware of the risk. IIHS called it one of the riskiest trucks out there. Toyota? Silent and still making them. At number 9 on our list is the 2016 Toyota Hilux, famous for surviving Top Gear's torture tests, but a different story when it comes to emergency handling. During Sweden's Moose test at just 37 miles per hour, the Hilux nearly tipped over. The inside wheels lifted off the ground, signaling a serious rollover risk. Test driver Ruben Burrison called it dangerous for any buyer. This wasn't a one-time fluke. Repeated tests showed the same problem. Tires gripped too well, center of gravity leaned too far, and without an anti-rollover system, the Hilux wobbled on the edge of disaster. Even with electronic stability control standard, 2016 to 2019 models still lean dangerously during quick swerves. Toyota keeps selling them worldwide, while families unknowingly risk rollovers every time they drive. At number 8 on our list is the 2004 Mitsubishi Galant, Mitsubishi's largest sedan, built on their Project America platform. But crash tests exposed it as a serious danger. In IIHS side impact tests, a 3,300-pound barrier slammed the driver's side at 31 miles per hour, and the driver's head hit the barrier hard enough to leave a dent. That's instant brain trauma. While it scored good in front crashes, the Galant got poor ratings for side impacts and head restraints. Side curtain airbags weren't even standard until 2005. Worse, this deadly design also affected the Eclipse Coupe and Endeavor SUV. The 2004 to 2012 Galant was basically a rolling death trap. Thousands still drive these sedans, unaware their heads could take fatal hits in a crash. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. At number 7 on our list is the 2014 Mazda CX-9, marketed as a premium family SUV, but crash tests revealed a deadly flaw hidden beneath the safety claims. During the IIHS driver-side small overlap crash test, the results were shocking. The crash test dummy barely made contact with the airbag, instead slamming directly into the window frame. Even worse, the steering column and airbag moved away from the dummy during the collision, leaving the driver virtually unprotected. The side airbag never deployed, meaning zero protection for the dummy's head and torso. The dummy's legs were crushed between the seat and lower dashboard, simulating injuries severe enough to require amputation in real crashes. While the 2014 to 2016 CX-9 earned good ratings in moderate overlap and side crashes, this catastrophic small overlap failure earned it a devastating poor overall rating. Today, newer CX-9s have top safety pick plus status, but these early models still sell as safe family SUVs, hiding this deadly secret. At number 6 on our list is the 2014 Mitsubishi Mirage, marketed as an affordable family sedan with great fuel economy, but crash tests show it's one of America's most dangerous cars. In IIHS testing, the Mirage had catastrophic intrusion, up to 10.2 inches, crushing the lower passenger area, and 7.5 inches in the upper compartment. That's nearly a foot of metal pushing into the left leg, risking amputation. Worse, the seatbelt failed to keep the dummy restrained, letting it move dangerously far forward. Even more shocking, the dummy's head slid completely off the airbag, leaving it exposed to deadly impact with metal. The Mirage's safety was so poor, it landed on America's deadliest cars list twice. Yet Mitsubishi keeps selling this death trap to budget-conscious families trusting Japanese reliability. The 2014 to 2015 Mirage models proves cheap can literally cost you your life. At number 5 on our list is the 2013 Honda Fit, marketed as a practical, fuel-efficient option for young drivers and budget-conscious families. But crash tests revealed a terrifying truth that Honda hoped to keep quiet. In the IIHS small overlap front crash test at 40 miles per hour, the Fit's passenger compartment structure completely folded. The driver's side took the worst hit, with major deformation around the A-pillar and door frame. The scariest part? The crash test dummy's head slid completely off the frontal airbag, smashing into the instrument panel with bone-crushing force. Instant brain trauma in a real crash. IIHS called the Fit one of the worst performing vehicles they'd ever tested. Out of 11 minicars examined, 10 failed, including the Fit. Yet Honda continued selling this death trap until 2020. The 2009 to 2014 Fit generation proves that being small and affordable can also mean being deadly. At number 4 on our list is the 2006 to 2011 Hyundai Accent, an affordable compact hiding a deadly secret. It's safer to sit in the back than behind the wheel. In IIHS side impact tests, the Accent got a shocking poor rating despite front and rear curtain airbags and front torso airbags. The rear passenger space scored good, but the driver faced life-threatening risk. During side impacts, the door and surrounding structure crush so far inward that the driver's torso, legs, and pelvis risk severe injury or amputation. Safety features meant to protect failed because the whole cabin structure gave way. The Kia Rio, sharing the same platform, had the exact same deadly flaws. Both stayed death traps until the 2012 redesign, which only earned average and failed the small overlap front crash test. Thousands still drive these cars, unaware the driver's seat is the most dangerous spot. At number 3 on our list is the Ford Explorer 2018, one of America's top-selling SUVs, with 500,000 sold last year alone. But here's the shocking truth. The 2018 Explorer failed the latest Insurance Institute for Highway Safety crash test in a major way. It received a devastating poor rating in the small overlap front crash test. At 40 miles per hour, the passenger side collapsed more than a foot inward, severely crushing survival space. Crash test dummies recorded forces consistent with broken bones and hip dislocations. This isn't the first time Ford's had safety issues with the Explorer. The 1991 model was infamous for rollover risks due to design flaws. Many assumed Ford fixed it, but the 2018 version proves otherwise. Despite these alarming results, Ford continues selling the Explorer, claiming it's safe based on other tests and promising better performance in newer models. Meanwhile, millions of families are driving vehicles that failed basic safety standards. Your family's safety shouldn't be a gamble. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Taking the second place is the 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee, long trusted by American families. But the 2018 model's crash tests reveal a terrifying truth Jeep doesn't want you to know. The IIHS gave it a poor rating for small overlap front crash protection. On the passenger side, the structure failed completely. The dummy's head pushed right through the airbag, smashing into the dashboard with bone-crushing force. Worse yet, the side curtain airbag didn't deploy, leaving passengers exposed. The door even flew open during impact, creating a huge risk of passengers being ejected. Despite these deadly flaws in the 2018 models, Jeep keeps selling them, claiming they meet federal safety standards, but meeting the minimum isn't the same as truly protecting your family. The Grand Cherokee may look tough, but in a crash, it falls apart. Your family deserves better. Taking the first place is the 10th generation 2021 Ford F-150. America's best-selling truck with a deadly secret. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety gave the extended cab a devastating poor rating. In crash tests at just 40 miles per hour, the airbag deployed too late. The steering wheel moved dangerously upward, and the driver's seat shifted so much that the dummy's head was pinned between the steering wheel and headrest. That's a near-certain death sentence in a real crash. But the problems didn't stop there. These F-150s also suffered from leaky exhaust manifolds, broken leaf spring shackles, and countless recalls that caused headaches for owners. Later on, Ford fixed many of these issues and earned much better good crash ratings. Still, millions of these dangerous trucks are on the road today, marketed as reliable work trucks, while hiding this deadly flaw. Your family's safety is too important to ignore this warning, and there you have it. 15 death traps hiding in plain sight. The scariest part? These are just some of the vehicles we know about. How many more dangerous cars are hiding deadly secrets? Before your next purchase, do your research, demand to see the IIHS ratings, and never trust a salesperson's word over crash test data. Your family's worth more than a good deal. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more car content. See you in the next video.